if you bear with me for a second, as part of this is to do a little bit of a teaching, part of interaction, all that. And we've been playing these pieces, and I know sometimes we just, they're notes on a page sometimes. And it was interesting, oftentimes we do judge books by its cover, and as a band director, sometimes titles of songs can be intriguing. And when Dr. Moss put out the list of the songs, or the pieces we got to pick, I thought, Melodious Thunk. As a percussionist, you got to love the word thunk, right? Because we live for thunks back there, right, guys? So I thought, okay, I'll check this out. I had no idea what this piece was really about until I listened to it. And even then, I thought, okay, this is a really cool piece. I like the groove of this. And it wasn't until I bought the score and then started reading the program notes that it was actually about, an inspiration was Thelonious Monk, and his wife, Nellie Smith, would, as a term of endearment, switch the letters around and call him Melodious Thunk. And I thought it was kind of cool as we're doing this to maybe hear a little bit. Some of you may know Thelonious Monk, and I'm not going to turn this into a Thelonious Monk lecture, I promise. But I think it's important to hear his style and why that sort of ties into this piece and how it does apply this piece. So this is a piece called Evidence, one of my favorites. I'm just going to play just a very short little snippet of it. You hear his style. About him is he loves to use space. All right, so you see this in the very beginning of this piece. There's a lot of these moments, and then there's this space. The other thing that he loved to do in this piece is he takes, the composer of it takes a Dizzy Gillespie song called Salt Peanuts. Salt peanuts, salt peanuts. So it's a jazz idiom. Except the way Monk would treat that is he loved to do lots of seconds and give it tension that way, this sort of crunching thing. So the composer does this instead of salt peanuts, he turns it into. So that you're going to see a lot in this piece, that motif, the salt peanuts motif happens throughout this piece. The other thing important about this piece, I want to go ahead and have us play a little bit of it. I'd like to start it at the groove section, and then I want to go back and do the beginning. So I'd like to start at A. I think it's A. No, not at A, excuse me. At B. At B.
So freeze.
Yes.
Pretend this isn't happening right now. That, for me, that was perfect in terms of length of time in setting up something with your ensemble. My daughter's a middle school band. She comes home all the time, and I'll just say his name because you don't know him. Says, Mr. Perry just talks all the time. Talks too much. Kids come to band for lots of reasons, but one of them, they want to play.
Yes.
So I thought that was, in terms of setting up something and giving a little information, that was good. Any longer, like another minute or two.
It was 2.5 minutes, by the way.
Okay.
How long was it?
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I would have gotten fidgety just another minute, but that was perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for us as musicians to have a little bit of an appreciation. We're playing this music a lot, and it helped me to have a better understanding too by doing that. All right.
The one thing I was thinking about as you were doing it is, I thought you did a pretty good job of kind of spreading your love around. But just, when you know that you're in lecture mode, you're talking, look at it, make individual contact with as many people as you can. And because you'll get a lot back from that time if you do that. Cool.
Thank you.
Good.
So let's go to B. Because as yesterday was talking about the groove of this piece, and that's really the primary component of this piece. All right, so there we go, at B, please. With the pickup, if you have it, the 8th note pickup into it. There we go, letter B. Let me do that again. I'll do a little better job of giving you a lead in. So what I probably would want to do is I want to go back to B and just do kind of the groove for a second, but I also know we have lots to cover here. And I want to just kind of get into the rhythm section aspect of that, getting the low brass, the tubas, the bassoon, bass clarinet, anybody we have playing the bass line with the percussion. But I think it's locking. We've played this enough times now that I think we've got this pretty well locked in. Let's go back to the beginning.
Was that a standard kind of little frame? But because I thought the meat of what you said right there was fine, but I think you took too long to say it.
Okay, got it.
And in prefacing things with, what I want to do here is
Yeah,
just do it.
right.
Say, do it,
Okay,
right? Okay, go. Yeah, good.
all right. Let's go back to the beginning, because I'd like to now... Never mind. Let's go back to the beginning.
Yes.
Well, let's hope I don't funk this, all right? Here we go. At B.
At B. Here's what I think. I think his conducting is terrific. The conducting that he's doing is in terms of kind of generically showing the groove and the feeling of the music. I don't have any problem with anything that I'm seeing you do. Zero. It's you and it's good. Okay. When you're at your best is when you're showing specific things in the music that are important to you. And that, and this is a new piece for you, and as you live with this piece longer, you're going to figure out what those things are. But understanding that you're good at setting up the groove, showing that, if you could give more specific information, let them know what's important to you.
Okay.
Maybe just start right at that groove.
Okay.
And that beginning thing, the 2-count prep thing, I thought that worked pretty good.
Yeah, it did. Thank you.
Yeah. And they would get used to you. If this was your group and you did that 2 or 3 times, there'd be no issues there at all. Let's go where that
Can we
groove
start
starts.
two before B, please? Kind of lead into it with the salt peanuts motif. Here we go. 2 before B. Right on the downbeat.
So the groove is going. This is groove-oriented music. Once you get that groove set up, and which you've done well with your baton hand, I think you could bring that hand back and let your left hand be more of the, they got it.
Okay.
As we demonstrated a couple
Right.
times, like they could play this without you, mostly, right?
Absolutely.
So experiment with this playing, bring it back, and then this is kind of my pet peeve this week, and I'm saying this to you because I do it too. Beware the vulture.
Yeah, okay.
Side view. Yeah. Beware the vulture.
Got it.
I'm gonna yell vulture when I
Okay.
see vulture.
All right. Same place? You'd like us to
Wherever
start?
you want to go. That's
Okay.
just to reiterate, see if you can get your left hand out in front more.
Got it.
And concentrate less on your baton hands. It's good, it's fine.
Okay. Let's start same place then, 2 before B.
Let's just take that spot. So. Use your left hand to make that happen. And I didn't sing it right because I don't know it, but you know what I'm saying, right? Because you did it with your baton hand.
Right. I guess I was, what I was doing a cutoff there, and then the melody is starting a long note.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't sure if that was sitting a mix. If I did that, is that sitting a mixed?
I don't really know what I know like 70% of what I'm talking about right now in terms of how it connects with this music. I just
more than I do, so there you go.
I'm trying to get you to just do more stuff with your left hand.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna try it. All right, same spot. 2 before B, please. Right on it.
Perfect. Okay. That I really like it. So let's be real clinical about this.
Okay.
Okay. So forget just still get after as many things as you can, but kind of let your ears guide you. I want to see a rotation between right hand dominance of information and left hand dominance. So maybe 2 bars apiece.
Okay.
First 2 measures, and if it's not exact, that's fine. But just I want to see you alternate. First measure maybe right hand. The next section, use your left hand and just kind of ride the music. Paint with your ears. Kind of ride the music and just switch back and forth and just have fun.
Cool.
Okay.
Trade 2s.
Yeah. And you should never really think this way, but imagine that they're recording right now and you're just kind of conducting along. That's what I want you to do, is just to alternate, ride the music with your 2 different hands.
Got it. All right, same spot.
You'll like it, it's fun.
2 before B. Here we go.
Just let your artistry, your intuition be your guide.
Okay.
Use both of your hands, but when you use them in different planes, but you don't have to rotate anymore.
Okay.
But now I feel like you have a bigger arsenal of visual tools to give them.
It's getting you to think in a different way. That's just it. So it's good.
Yeah, and there's something to, if you're right-handed, just quick story, sorry. I broke my shoulder really badly, and I did a whole concert cycle with my arm in a sling, my right arm. I'm right-handed. I conducted everything, I did everything for months with my left hand. Towards the end of that, part of it may have been the Vicodin that I was on, but I'm pretty certain that just using my left hand like that was kind of creating new pathways in my mind.
Do I have enough? If we do this one more time, do I have enough time to do the beginning one more time?
Yes.
Okay. Just I'd love to do.
awesome, though.
I know. I want to do that beginning one more time. Thank you. All right. So 2 before B. Do that phrase, and then we'll go back to the beginning. 2 before B. Okay.
Go.
Let's take it at 2 before D then. Do we have anybody can maybe cover the xylophone part right there, just before, at third bar of D? It's the only thing happening there. It's the little salt peanuts motif. You have a chance to... the third bar of D.
Got this, Muriel. You got
Here we go. 2 before D. 2 before, right on the timpani solo. Right on D. Could you really open that grace note up? Are you playing here? Real like a kind of like a Gershwin-esque kind of flavor to it. Rhapsody in Blue. Here we go. D, right on it. D. Ready? I wanted just the beginning, yeah. I'll work. We'll get a chance to do that next time. Just from the top, and we'll go to maybe C. Very, very beginning. Sorry. Kills me every time. All right, well, do I have time to do it one last time or not?
Yes, go.
Okay, here we go.
Think about what they need and what you need right now to make this work the best. I think just maybe less. Just if you're rehearsing this, simplify.
Okay.
And just because they're thinking about it too right now. It's still
Right.
kind of new, you know.
Less is more.
real quick. Raise your hand out there if you have played under Kyle at PCC or some other capacity. Okay, raise them high now. So I just want to point out, here's someone who's coming here and really, putting himself out there, wanting to learn and get better as a conductor and educator in front of former students. And it really says a lot about this man, and I just want to acknowledge that.